says the pick me main character. What? Okay. I thought I ate. I genuinely thought I ate. Is it concerning that I'm low-key invested in my own story? Like, who was May, guys? I need to know. So, today I woke up with an unexplainable urge to expose myself on the internet, and that's exactly what we're doing with this video. So, I had a Wattpad phase. Like, every single one of us did, I had a Wattpad phase. The only difference is I did not have a fanfic writing phase. I had a fanfic devouring phase, okay? I used to read so much fanfic. It was concerning, to say the least, okay? We've all been down that road, YN fanfics, we've all done it, you know it. Yeah, well, now I'm not on Wattpad anymore, but today, since you guys loved my previous video so much, which was about writing and Taylor Swift, I decided that what better way to do it, again, than to expose myself on the internet for my, Wattpad writing days. So disclaimer, we did not go down that route on Wattpad. Though we published 2 stories and neither of them are finished. One of them is private. I can't even get into it myself. And the other one is what we're going to be exploring today. So let's have at it, right? 2 twins are separated at birth for a hidden reason. One twin gets adopted by a middle-class, loving family while the other doesn't get adopted till she runs away from the orphanage at the age of 10. Their biological mother wrote all her reasons to put her children up for adoption in one book and wrote another book based on her life in third-person view, making it seem like a normal, unpublished draft story. She gave these 2 books to the orphanage, asking them to hand it over to her kids' adopters. The grammar. Oh god. That is such an ick to me. I was 12. Alright. When Anna, a true softie with 2 BFFs, prepare her spooky-themed birthday, her life turns upside down. The story involves heartbreak, separation, grief, sadness, joy, love, hate, bullying, and crushes. Ooh. Alright. Let's see how Anna finds her way home. Start September 14th, 2021, and then end, there is no date because I didn't finish it. Okay, chapter 1, BFF things. Oh my god. First chapter, first sentence, and there's a typo. Guys, this is icking me out. This is physically hurting. Don't forgot your lunchbox. Anna, mom screamed as I went out. I have an extra class. Oh my god, why have I capitalized so many words for no good reason? And I took my lunch already. Bye mom, love you. And I went out of the house. I went running inside my school as I was already late. I went to my locker, took a few notebooks, and rushed to my class to see my besties, Emily and Julie, already sitting. Okay, lower drop. So, I was obsessed with American high schools in this era. Still am to a certain extent, but how they have locker systems and the high school jocks and all of that prom, all of that things. It's just so exciting and so interesting. So I was definitely trying to do something like that. Obviously, you can tell by the names that I've used, so yeah. But anyways, hi, I said as I sat beside them. Finally, I was meeting them after a long summer holiday. Oh my god. Hi, Anna, they said in union. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Am I late? I asked. Nope, just on time. Also, the grammar, the comma. Emily replied as she looked at the teacher entering our class just as I made myself comfortable on my desk. Why are you just on time? I told you we needed to talk. You overslept again? Emily asked, annoyed. I nodded and shrugged my shoulder at them. They were still continuing being in their angry phase, so I said, how was summer? To change the topic. Emily's face immediately lit up as she heard the word summer, and Julie's face formed into a sad and mad face. We're gonna ignore the sentence structuring, the grammar, the spelling, the typos, all of that, okay? I looked at both of them, and Emily spoke up. My summer was the best. We went to Maldives, went to an island there, and back at the sea we surfed all afternoon, and went to water parks, and took a long spa in their luxury hotel, except for the fact that I was missing you both so much. I sound like such a typical MSA character. I'm not even kidding. And then, wow, at least you got to enjoy. Unlike me, Julie spoke, also ignoring the random capitalization. What do you mean, Julie? I asked, curious. I did absolutely nothing all summer. My dad got fired, so it was so hard for us. I just sat in my room missing you guys watching YouTube all summer, said Julie as she almost broke down. No, Julie, listen. The exclamatory marks. You can't cry like this. My summer was way worse. The typo again. I said, try and cheer her up. What? No, my summer was the worst, Julie argued. Oh, just let her spit it out, Julie. Emily intervened. Actually, we went over to my grandma's for the summer, which was so bad. Like, the house was filled with some disgusting smell, and it looked like it has to be haunted. Everything was so dark, and my stupid cousin irritated me so much. Like, he was so annoying. I just wished I stayed in my room all summer wasting time watching useless things on YouTube. I blurted out inside. I'm definitely trying to go for a pick-me main character because, wow, okay? Wow, I'm just saying that's a lot of things to be ungrateful for. I mean, I don't agree that that's called the worst summer. Like, come on, man. I looked at both of them to see them looking at me with their jaws dropped. I smiled and said, "See, at least you should be grateful, Julie." Says the pick-me main character. What? Okay. Julie looked at me and put on the "I'm sorry" face, and I smiled at her. At this point, we had been talking so loudly and continuously that Miss Gloria, our English teacher, looked at us and shouted, "Anna, Emily, and Julie, out of the class, now." This is so dramatic. For a first chapter of a story, this is so dramatic. And then, okay, we shrugged our shoulders and went to the canteen where we chatted until it was time for the school to shut down. We never did that. To be honest, we never talk in class as we three are very studious. But since we met after a long time, we just couldn't stop ourselves. I need to address this for a hot second. Did 12-year-old me realize that I was coming off as a pick-me character with that main character? Because what am I saying? But okay. It's the first day of school and she has an extra class? Okay. "Oh no, I had an extra class today, missed that," I said, a little disappointed. Emily and Julie looked at me and said, "Oh, it's okay. From tomorrow we're getting our studious selves back in union." I believe I can fly. You guys have to remember and bear with me through this process as I tell you that I was 11 or 12, okay? So let's be mindful. As I came near my house, I could see unfamiliar. The way I'd be gagged if I realized the amount of spelling mistakes and grammatical error this thing has. I didn't realize that it did, okay? I knew the story sucked. I knew that there was practically no plot, but I didn't realize there was so many grammar mistakes, which is pissing me off, okay? But, okay, it literally feels like a 12-year-old child wrote this, which I mean, it's because it probably is written by a 12-year-old, but still. That's weird, I thought, as the door was locked and I forgot my spare key. Also, the spelling of spare is wrong. That is spear key. I was about to knock when I heard a muffled noise saying, "I think it's time we tell her." Who are they referring to? Is there something I don't know? I thought. And I thought I was so cool for leaving it there as a cliffhanger. Oh boy. I admire my 12-year-old self, okay? She had the courage to put this on there. She had the courage to take the first step. You know, put herself as an author, and that is something I admire, okay? We're gonna be nice to our 12-year-old version. Let me know if you guys like this type of videos, because let me know what y'all think. But let's read some more, right? So I didn't publish this on Wattpad, but I have it saved as a draft in my laptop. I was going to, but I don't know, I don't remember why I didn't, but I didn't. But this is called Mystery Events. Let me read it out for y'all. Mystery Events is suspense. There's no okay? So it's just Mystery Events is suspense thriller book written by yours truly, my name. Characters you'll meet. Layla. She is the speaker of the book, who talks about her life with her mystery caretaker. She has a health condition wherein if her heart rate rises, she'll immediately get a panic attack and black out. Samantha. Samantha is Layla's best friend at school, and her true colors will be revealed later in the book. So, okay, lower drop. I had a phase when I think I was 11 or 10 where I was obsessed with the Heidi. You know how that book is structured? Like, the first page of the book, you find characters you'll meet and, like, what they do and, like, what their significance is. I was really obsessed with that. I thought that's how all the books work. And so this is my attempt of trying to replicate that, but I've actually told half the plot. So that's very smart of me. But anyways, okay. Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy is the doctor who aids Layla and gives the right advice at the right point of time. See, I'm basically giving everything, okay? And then we have others in the way. Mrs. Violin. Mrs. Violin, she's the wife of Mr. Violin, and their evil plans will shock you later in the book. No, yeah, you guys, what? I've basically put out the entire plot, like the villains, the antagonists, the protagonists, everything. And then we have Mr. Violin. He is the mastermind behind the plans the Violins put on Layla. Ooh, and then we have chapter 1. The confusion begins. "No, Layla, wait," said May. But I had no time to wait. I stormed out of the house to my favorite restaurant down the street, crying, feeling betrayed. I kept thinking all the way, how could she? And I was so confused. She had lied to me. All my life was a lie. "Layla," I heard May scream, but I didn't want to look back a bit. What? But I didn't want to look back a bit at the woman who betrayed and ruined my life. Wow. Talk about being dramatic, y'all. I could hear May scream again and again, but I didn't care anymore. I went into the restaurant and ordered my favorite meal, chicken burger with fries. Probably my favorite meal at the time. But okay, as soon as I thanked the waiter for the meal, I saw a maid barge inside the restaurant. Also, this girl is 12. How is she? I mean, 11. How is she ordering food at a restaurant without an adult or a guardian? We're gonna ignore that too. She took my hand and pulled me harshly towards the door, but I was way smarter. I told the waitress I didn't know who this woman was and why she was pulling me. The waitress took immediate action and called the security guards, who warned me to stay away from me. I had no pity for her. She looked at me hurt and went out after saying, "You know you should really know the truth before judging me and what I did. Please give me one chance to explain. I think that I deserve at least one chance to explain myself. Come home if you want to hear the truth." Layla already sounds like a brat, and I don't want to do anything with her, but okay. This has no medical accuracy whatsoever, but apparently the doctors warned me, saying that if I got more than 7 panic attacks under the age of 18, my survival was risky. All the time I was in the hospital, I kept thinking, who brought me here to leave me all alone? And what did May mean when she said some things are not what we think we are? And the big question that was haunting me was, what did the papers mean? Was I making a big mistake by not giving a chance to May to explain herself? I didn't know who to trust anymore, myself or May. Oh, is that where it ends? Oh, now I want to know what I was thinking after. Now I want to know what I was thinking after. Who was May? Is it concerning that I'm low-key invested in my own story? Like, who was May, guys? I need to know. Well, that's enough exposing for today. I had a blast going through all of these. Truly hope that you guys enjoyed this video till the end. And if you guys like this video, then you'll probably like me crushing out over my current writing in progress and yapping about Taylor Swift in my previous video that I will link over here. So make sure you watch that too. Thank you so much for 90 subscribers. That's a lot. I'm hoping we can make it to 100 with this one. And thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Until then, stay safe, stay happy. Bye-bye. Bye.